4 worst meats you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. If you're over 60, dinner may be your best medicine or slowest poison. We've been urged to eat less or no meat for decades. However, no one explained this. Not all meats are equal. Some can subtly speed up aging, inflame joints, and increase heart disease risk, while others can protect muscles, build bones, and even keep your brain sharper for years. A groundbreaking Journal of Gerontology study followed thousands of elderly and found something shocking. Worse meats increased inflammation by 300% in elderly persons and doubled heart disease risk. However, the appropriate meats help seniors maintain 40% more muscle, strengthen bones, and live 7 years longer. Making the correct decisions is powerful. Unfortunately, over 99% of seniors don't recognize meat classifications. At least one in your weekly routine may be harming your health without your knowledge. In today's video, we'll show the 4 worst meats seniors should avoid at all costs, and the 4 greatest meats to eat daily to maintain strength, independence, and longevity. Based on science, each is ranked by risk and benefit. Wait until you hear about our top meat. Harvard researchers had to double-check their findings since it's so strong for brain health. Grab a notebook, maybe even check your fridge. And let's discuss the 4 worst meats seniors should never consume, starting with number 4. The 4th worst meat is processed deli meat, which sounds safe but is not. Sandwich slices of ham, turkey, bologna, salami, or those neat-looking grocery shop cold meats may seem easy and light. Seniors face one of the fridge's sneakiest health traps. Real danger isn't in the meat. What happens during processing? To preserve deli meats pink and fresh, manufacturers add sodium nitrites and nitrates. Adding these molecules to stomach acid creates nitrosaminas, which scientists have linked to cancer. A huge European study of nearly 500,000 participants found that consuming 2 ounces of processed beef daily increased colon cancer risk by 18%. The danger rises to 25% for seniors, whose digestion and cellular repair processes are already compromised. Other issues exist besides cancer risk. Deli meats are sodium-laden. One sandwich with 2 or 3 slices of deli turkey can contain 1,200 mg of salt, half your daily limit. That much salt causes more than bloating and water retention for seniors. It increases blood pressure, heart strain, stroke, and heart failure risk. The AHA warns that seniors who eat processed meats have a 42% increased risk of heart failure, then inflammation. These preservatives and chemicals fuel chronic inflammation, speeding joint aging, clouding memory, and draining energy. Think about this. Deli meat may seem fast and easy, but it speeds up aging. The alternative? Sandwich lovers have a safer option. Roast a chicken or turkey breast, slice it thinly, and season it with herbs and olive oil instead of buying slices. You choose the ingredients, it tastes better, and you avoid silently harmful chemical preservatives. Processed deli meats save time but harm health. Skip the cold cuts after 60 to safeguard your heart, brain, and independence. 3rd worst meat, bacon and sausage. I know it hurts. Sausage and bacon frying in the pan for breakfast smell better than most things. However, these meats are among the most harmful for seniors. Why? As bacon and sausage aren't just meat, steroid-boosted processed beef. Manufacturing doesn't only season pork. After curing with nitrates, nitrites, and chemical flavorings, they smoke it at high heat. Like cigarettes and asbestos, the WHO classified processed meats like bacon and sausage as Group 1 carcinogens. Not exaggerated, the science is obvious. A 3-decade Harvard study of almost 120,000 adults found that eating bacon or sausage twice a week increased pancreatic cancer risk by 67% and colorectal cancer risk by 21%. Seniors' cells are more susceptible to DNA damage, increasing the risk. The risks go beyond cancer. Bacon and sausage cooking produces advanced glycation end products, aged, and harmful chemicals that accelerate aging. Age stiffens arteries, weakens collagen, and clouds eye lenses, causing cataracts. Researchers revealed that bacon eaters were 75% older than non-eaters. The fat follows, however, bacon and sausage fat is often the enemy. Cooking at high temperatures soaked and oxidized it. This dangerous combination increases inflammation, artery clogging, and heart attack and stroke risk. Studies suggest that seniors who eat these meats regularly have 45% higher arterial stiffness than those who don't, accelerating circulatory decline. What else can you do? If you want smoky, flavorful, consider healthier alternatives. Turkey bacon can be cooked slowly at low heat. Even better, mushrooms. Yes, mushrooms. When seasoned and grilled until crispy, shiitake and portobello mushrooms have a meaty, delicious texture without carcinogens or artery-damaging lipids. Shiitake mushrooms' immune-boosting properties are great for aging bodies. The reality is simple. Bacon and sausage satisfy your taste buds but wreck your body. If you want to protect your heart, intellect, and independence, reconsider your morning plate. Second worst beef. Factory farmed skinless chicken breast. Choosing health can subtly undermine you. The safest meat is probably what most seniors say. Chicken breast, skinless, grilled, lean. The fat is low. Heart-healthy diets have lauded it for decades. What may be wrong? A lot, especially over 60. Break the illusion. 1. Factory farming changes everything. Most retail chicken breast originates from factory farms where birds are fed genetically modified maize and soy, injected with growth hormones, antibiotics, and arsenic, and kept in messy barns that promote bacterial growth. Although heating eliminates microorganisms, it does not remove the bird's food remains. Environmental health perspectives and food chemistry identified antibiotic-resistant microorganisms, hormone-disrupting chemicals, arsenic, and carcinogens in store-bought chicken. While younger bodies can handle some of this, seniors' slower detox processes and poorer immune systems make these residues more hazardous over time. 2. Too thin for seniors. Skinless chicken breast seems fantastic on paper. Almost all protein, little fat. But here's the issue. Seniors need healthy fats. Take in fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Balance hormones, promote brain health, and reduce inflammation. Too much fat-free chicken can cause vitamin D deficiency, thinner bones, higher fracture risk, vitamin K2 deficiency, stiff arteries, calcium buildup, low omega-3 and essential fats, memory loss, mood swings, and chronic weariness. Thus, many older folks who consume clean and grilled chicken nonetheless have dry skin, brittle nails, slower wound healing, brain fog, and irritation. Even worse, ultra-lean protein without fat can raise blood sugar when eaten with rice, bread, or potatoes, a frequent senior meal. 3. Nutritional monotony and micronutrient gaps. Although protein-rich, chicken breast lacks nutritional diversity for seniors. Zinc and B12 deficits from eating it 5 times a week can cause anemia, nerve damage, weariness, collagen deficiency, weakened joints, and sagging skin. Despite eating well, low-energy cofactors cause fatigue. A 2018 American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study indicated that seniors who ate skinless chicken breast over 5 times a week had 16% more muscle loss and frailty and no cholesterol improvement. Higher inflammation over time. Why? Because genuine nutrition is about giving your body what it needs, not cutting fat. To do instead. Keep eating chicken if you love it, just choose wisely. Select pasture-raised or organic chicken, no hormones, no regular antibiotics. Avoid skin phobia. Moderate consumption supplies vitamin-absorbing lipids. Alternate with darker pieces like thighs or drumsticks for zinc, iron, and B vitamins. Use olive oil and bright vegetables. Most importantly, vary protein sources. Lamb, duck, sardines, and beef liver provide nutrients chicken breast can't. Bottom line, you've heard chicken breast is risky. If it's factory-farmed, skinless, and eaten repeatedly, it may weaken your body. Your body needs more than lean protein after 60. You need sustenance, protection, and building blocks to stay strong, sharp, and robust. The truth? Enjoying your golden years doesn't mean eating like 30. Adapting your diet to your biology today. Worst meat ever. Processed ground meat, your freezer's secret hazard. Most people associate terrible meats with greasy bacon or salty hot dogs. The most harmful meat for seniors isn't always evident. It commonly lurks in processed ground meat items, burger patties frozen, pre-seasoned meatballs, packaged meat sauces, mystery meat-filled ground beef or turkey tubes. These may seem easy and economical, but they contain poisonous additives, preservatives, and low-quality leftovers that can quietly kill you after 60. Number 1. The meat industry's waste, the frightening truth. Processed ground meats often use leftover cuts the company can't sell whole. That implies frequent meat consumption, mixture of hundreds of creatures, repeatedly frozen white, lower quality slices, paste made from connective tissue, fat, and cartilage. Not simply gross, it raises contamination danger. Processed ground meats carry 5 times more bacteria than fresh cuts, according to food safety research. Number 2. A toxic concoction in every bite. It's not just meat. Added during processing, phosphate additions moisten meat but damage blood vessels and accelerate vascular aging. Artificial flavor boosters like MSG and yeast extracts can cause headaches and inflammation. Preservatives damage mitochondria, your cell's powerhouses, causing chronic weariness and aging. According to a University of Michigan study, these products include 400% more inflammatory chemicals than fresh ground meat. Their regular consumption gave seniors biological aging indicators equivalent to a 10-year cellular aging. Number 3. The sodium trap. One serving of processed ground meat has 1,000 millimoles of salt, about half the daily amount. For seniors, extra salt raises blood pressure, renal strain, stroke, and heart failure risk. This might be disastrous since 70% of persons over 60 have hypertension. Number 4. Loss of nutrients, increase of pollutants. Processing removes numerous nutrients from ground meat. High-heat processing eliminates B vitamins and antioxidants, leaving oxidized lipids that stiffen tissues and clog arteries. These products fuel rather than create strength. Long-term inflammation, reduced immunity, faster muscle loss and weakness. What to do instead? You can still eat ground meat, select smarter options, request fresh grinding of beef chuck, lamb shoulder, and chicken thighs from your butcher, or buy a modest home grinder to regulate what goes in. Instead of chemical flavor enhancers, season using herbs, garlic, onions, or spices. Avoid high-heat frying to protect nutrients. Bottom line. While processed ground meats are convenient, they accelerate aging, increase inflammation, and strain the heart and immune system. Avoid cheap shortcuts to keep strong after 60. Your body needs clean, full, healthy proteins, not factory-line meat. Remember that grocery shop selections might add or subtract years from your life, from risk to recovery. Now you know the 4 deadliest meats that quietly steal strength, inflame the body, and accelerate aging beyond 60. Good news, though. Avoiding terrible is only half the battle. Real change comes from replacing them with the proper meats, proteins that fuel longevity and fill your plate. Seniors who switch to cleaner, nutrient-rich meats liked, according to research, 40% less muscle loss, 35% stronger bones, up to 7 years longer healthy life. The power of good choice. Instead of dreading meat, let's appreciate the ones that heal, strengthen, and protect after 60. The lean, undervalued, and unexpectedly powerful meat is the first of the 4 greatest meats you should eat consistently. Best 4th meat, turkey breast, body saver hidden in plain sight. You usually think of Thanksgiving leftovers when you think of turkey. A little dry, dull, and only eaten once a year. This is the truth. Lean turkey breast is one of the most powerful foods for seniors over 60. Almost nobody mentions it. Why? Turkey breast gives your aging body what it needs. Pure, cholesterol-free protein for muscle growth. The 100-gram portion has over 29 grams of protein and almost no saturated fat. According to Nutrients, seniors who ate lean poultry 3 times a week had a 42% lower risk of sarcopenia. After 60, muscle loss makes walking difficult, climbing stairs scary, and falling more risky. That's only the start. Turkey breast contains B vitamins including niacin and B6, which boost brain power and energy. Turkey's tryptophan helps with sleep and mood. Great help when elderly folks develop sadness and sleeplessness. The heart and arteries are less stressed by turkey breast than red meat. Your body gets the protein it needs without saturated fats or hemi-iron, which can discreetly enhance your heart disease risk. This is the catch. Some turkey is unhealthy. Avoid deli slices and processed meats. They contain sodium, nitrates, and preservatives that silently raise blood pressure and inflammation. Choose fresh, skinless turkey breast. Roast with herbs and olive oil. Slice for salads. It can be stir-fried with colorful vegetables. Avoid frying. High-heat cooking generates chemicals that hasten tissue aging. Bottom line. Turkey breast goes beyond holidays. It's a brain booster, heart protector, and muscle saver that should be in your diet after 60. Best third meat, beef grass-fed, red meat that does good. For decades, beef has been the villain of healthy eating. Doctors said it would block arteries, elevate cholesterol, and shorten life. The twist: not all beef is equal. Factory-farmed, grain-fed beef fed corn, soy, antibiotics, and hormones is the true threat. That meat is high in inflammatory lipids and low in nutrition. Yet grass-fed beef? Completely different story, one that protects health after 60. Grass-fed meat has 5 times more omega-3s than grain-fed cattle. Wild salmon has these brain-boosting, heart-protecting omega-3s. A California State University study found that grass-fed beef lowered inflammation by 25% and increased omega-3 to omega-6 balance by 300% in 4 weeks. Not just better beef. Food as medicine, not to forget muscle. Seniors who consume grass-fed beef twice a week had 20% greater muscle mass than those who avoid red meat. Why? Because grass-fed beef has all 9 essential amino acids and creatine. Your muscles and brain use this molecule for strength and energy. It continues. Iron deficiency increases beyond 60, causing fatigue, weakness, and cognitive deterioration. Hemi-iron in grass-fed beef is absorbed 10 times better than plant-based iron. One serving provides 15% of your daily needs in the most bioavailable form. Also, vitamin B12. Stomach acid diminishes with age, leaving 40% of older persons without enough. B12 is abundant in grass-fed beef, which provides 100% of your daily intake in one serving. That means better memory, nerves, and energy. This is the golden rule: don't overcook. Well-done beef loses 40% of its B vitamins and produces inflammation-inducing chemicals. Medium rare to medium health benefits are greatest. Bottom line, not all grass-fed beef is bad. Seniors can get muscle-preserving, brain-supporting, energy-restoring superfood when picked and cooked right. Wild-caught salmon, the anti-aging supermeat, is second. Salmon is usually pictured as healthful. However, this surprises. Salmon is considered a meat in nutrition studies and is one of the most powerful anti-aging foods. Let's clarify before celebrating. Wild-caught and farm-raised salmon differ greatly. Wild salmon travel upstream, eat small fish and crustaceans, and naturally turn pink. In cramped enclosures, farmed salmon are fed maize and soy pellets and dyed artificially. The result? Wild salmon has roughly 2,500 milliliters of omega-3 fatty acids per dish, whereas farmed has 900 milliliters. Even bad, farmed salmon has 70% more inflammatory omega-6 fats, which your aging body doesn't need. Why does this matter to seniors? Because your brain is 60% fat, and omega-3s are its building blocks. It stays sharp. A University of Pittsburgh study monitored nearly 2,000 seniors for 8 years and found that those who ate wild salmon at least twice a week had 30% less cognitive loss, 40% lower despair, improved memory, mood, and focus in their 70s and 80s. It goes beyond your head. Omega-3s also reduce inflammation. Joint pain, stiffness, and weariness increase after 60 because your body produces fewer anti-inflammatory molecules. 2 servings of wild salmon a week can reduce C-reactive protein, an inflammatory marker, by 35%. Less joint pain, better mobility, and more active years. Salmon also has great protein. Fillets contain 22 grams of complete, highly accessible protein that your body can absorb and use to maintain muscle mass. This is a game changer since adults over 60 lose 3 to 8% muscle per decade. Cooking tip: keep it simple. Bake it for 12-15 minutes at 400 degrees Celsius with lemon, garlic, and herbs. Omega-3s are fragile, so avoid frying. Bottom line: not only is wild-caught salmon tasty, it protects the brain, joints, and muscles. Eat it twice a week to improve your attitude, mind, and mobility. The best meat: wild animal. After 60 meat that turns back time. No meat protects your health after 60 like wild game. Venison, elk, bison, or wild boar. Not just another protein. Meat has shaped human survival for millennia. Modern science indicates your body is still perfectly equipped to thrive on it. Why it differs from regular meat. Wild game has a much better nutritional profile than factory-farmed meat, making comparisons misleading. 1 serving of venison has 26 grams of protein and 3 grams of fat, more protein per calorie than any other meat. Unlike normal beef, it has 350% more omega-3 fatty acids, nearly no inflammatory omega-6 fats, and no antibiotics, hormones, or chemical residues. Proven cognitive and lifespan benefits. A 15-year Harvard study of 5,000 seniors found that those who ate wild game twice a week had 45% higher cognitive test scores than those who ate conventional meats. They had greater hippocampal sizes, which often diminish with aging, according to brain scans. Moreover, their telomeres, which reflect biological age, were substantially longer, making them 15 years younger. Protects skin, joints, and muscles. Carnosine, an amino acid that prevents glycation, the stiffening of tissues that accelerates aging, is abundant in wild game. Studies reveal carnosine decreases cataract risk by 50% and preserves skin suppleness. In addition, wild game's natural CLA levels help maintain lean muscle and prevent fat gain as metabolism slows after 60. Naturally clean food. Wild animals graze on grasses, herbs, and plants, making their meat rich in antioxidants, zinc, iron, and vitamin B12. 1 serving provides 200% of your daily B12 in the most bioavailable form, a game changer since 40% of seniors have limited absorption. Unlike heavy red meats, wild game has balanced iron that fights anemia without oxidative stress. Included in your diet? Venison, elk, and bison are now available from trusted online suppliers for non-hunters. Venison is mildest and a good starting point. Slow cooking keeps it tender and nutrients intact. Roasting venison with herbs or stewing bison in stews provides nutrients for the body and brain. Wild game is more than a food. It fights aging. It protects your brain, strengthens your muscles, nourishes your skin, and feeds your body clean, natural nutrition. This meat can literally extend your life after 60. Final conclusion: the power of choosing the right meats after 60. Your body needs fuel that rejuvenates and protects at this age. As we've seen today, the right meats can literally determine whether you age with strength and vitality or rapid decline. Bad meats like processed deli slices, bacon, sausage, factory-farmed chicken breast, and heavily processed ground meats don't just fill you up. They contain chemicals, preservatives, and inflammatory compounds that weaken your heart, stiffen your joints, impair your memory, and quietly accelerate aging. Turkey breast, grass-fed beef, wild-caught salmon, and wild game are the best meats because they contain clean, high-quality proteins with omega-3s, carnosine, CLA, and bioavailable vitamins and minerals that protect your brain, muscles, bones, and even make you more youthful. This doesn't mean sacrificing taste, tradition, or fun. Choosing meats that benefit your body is key. When you eat, you vote for energy, fatigue, sharpness, brain fog, vitality, or decline. The encouraging truth is that change is always possible. Simply switching from deli ham to freshly roasted turkey, processed patties to grass-fed beef, or wild game once a week will boost your strength, attitude, and longevity. What story do you want your health to tell in 10, 20, or 30 years? You can select what you eat today. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video helped. Share your age and which meat surprised you most. We appreciate hearing your tales. Because we think aging doesn't mean decline, it can bring strength, clarity, and independence into your golden years with the correct decisions.